As the once vaunted French army crumbled in the face of Hitler's blitzkrieg, countless civilians packed what little they could carry and fled in search of safe passage to undefeated countries. While a privileged few boarded ships, destined for the last remaining bastions of democracy, a plethora of less fortunate Jews would have been trapped with nowhere to flee, had they not found Father Marie-Benoît's Jewish sanctuary. Having served with distinction during the Great War, Father Benoît was quite ready and willing to do the same when in September 1939 war was declared again. Thus volunteering to serve as a military chaplain, the soldier-turned-clergyman concluded his service vanquished, but far from dishonored in unoccupied Marseille. There, in the summer of 1940, Father Benoît narrowly escaped capture and internment, before transforming his Capuchin monastery into a safe haven for Jewish refugees. Opening its doors to all who flocked there, the Franciscan friar not only furnished his children of Israel with fabricated papers and passports, but just as he did for stranded Allied servicemen and resistance fighters, escorted them across perilous borders into neutral Spain and Switzerland. Printing his documents using hidden presses in the cellars of his friary, Father Benoît would have continued had his papal superiors not advised him to leave. Ordered to evacuate upon Germany's seizure of Vichy, the defiant Dominie stayed for as long he could, until ultimately the threat of arrest and detention forced his departure to Italian-governed Nice. Once there, he encountered Mussolini's Inspector General of Racial Policy, Guido Lo Spinso, who, although tasked with deporting 30,000 Jews under his jurisdiction, chose instead to listen to Father Benoît's spiritual reasoning. Urging Lo Spinso to act in keeping with God's teaching, the faith-abiding policeman heeded the holy man's call, not just by placing all Jews under his protection, but also by turning a blind eye when Father Benoît resumed his cross-border rescue operation. Despite subsequent efforts to spirit his Jewish faithful even farther away, to ancestral shores in Eretz Israel. Sadly, Germany's lightning invasion of northern Italy in September 1943 thwarted Father Benoît's life-saving strategy. Eventually finding refuge behind the sacred walls of Vatican City, it was there. The unwavering pastor became head of a clandestine Jewish welfare organization, supporting and sheltering thousands more, until he himself was liberated in June 1944. Decades later, when on this day in 1966, Father Benoît was recognized as righteous among the nations, the Père des Juifs explained his selfless actions by expressing, "Whoever sincerely loves his neighbor respects first of all his right to life." One cannot therefore remain passive, he added, when evil threatens to destroy it. The duty to intervene, he concluded, becomes imperative.